This is Stalker magazine, and we are talking to Altamullan Road. This is apparently the last gig of the tour, right?
Yes.
How do you feel? What can you tell about the entire tour? What are you feeling today?
Wow. Well, it has been a magical joyride. I've enjoyed it every minute, and we all have. It's a special and wonderful group that we have had this opportunity to work with.
Absolutely wonderful time together. Such great and fond memories, and we're so grateful for all the people that have come out to meet us and see the show, and it's just been filled with love and good times, good memories, and the magic of live music.
Yes.
Yeah, and you had sold out gigs almost everywhere, I think.
It's really been humbling to see such a warm welcome.
Can you tell me how Altamullan Road started?
Well, that's a great story. I think it sort of started when we met.
Yeah.
I mean, our friendship is right at the core of it, I'd say. We met in 2009,
Yes.
but the idea of actually forming a band together came later on, maybe 2013,
Yeah.
when we were...
We were in Toronto. We had a holiday trip there, and we saw a wonderful group performing there, and we looked at each other and started thinking that wouldn't that be wonderful to maybe tour like that
Yeah.
together.
It took a bit of time for the idea to grow and take form, but yeah, on 2018 we finally hit the road together and did a tour, which was so much fun, and instantly on it, while still playing the live shows, we started writing our debut album that we released in 2020, and we were supposed to do some tours with it, but everybody knows what happened. The COVID came and we had to postpone things, but finally things are up and running again, and we're happy to finally tour with this music that's been waiting and just sitting there for so long. So this has been so special, but a long time coming to this point.
Yes.
Yeah, and the name Altamullan Road, where it came from?
Oh,
Well, did you want to tell the story?
Well, well, when we did the tour in 2018, it was called Gemini, and we really loved that name. But when we had made the album and it was time to pick a name for our band, we noticed that there's already an artist by that name. So we had to kind of come up with a different name. And then I recalled having seen a wonderful road sign in Northern Ireland that was called Altamullan Road. And the reason why it caught my eye was the fact that it's actually bilingual. There's a Finnish depth to it. Like Altamullan is like from underneath the soil, underneath the ground. And that to me felt really poetic. And I remember I sent you the photo of that road sign, and that kind of made us think that, yeah, this music actually reflects that name pretty well. And so it ended up being our band's name as well.
Yeah, so it's like joining two worlds together, some underworld and some
Absolutely.
human world, right?
It's multidimensional. I mean, we're bilingual, and also the depth of music. It's deeper topics, but then there is the lighter side of it all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your main inspiration when you write your songs? Where you take it from?
Well, I believe that the song they come from real life and very personal meanings, but also lots of movies and books.
True.
And stories behind those are very inspirational.
Absolutely. I mean, I remember I saw the film The Contact, which is an old film, of course, but it really sparked a lot of inspiration for me, and They Should Have Sent a Poet is a song that was heavily inspired by that film. And also the film Never Ending Story, is it from the 70s or 80s? It's an old film as well.
Yeah, I remember it.
Childhood, fond memories with that film. We both share. And so films, and also just dear topics and current things. I mean, I remember my grandmother passed away during our tour in 2018, and that sparked the lyrics for When It's Time. So yeah, it's just topics that are kind of current in our lives that we need to put out there in the form of music.
Yeah, and I was checking the lyrics.
Oh,
Right here. I even have your set list from the previous gig.
awesome.
I just wonder, like, when I was on gigs and I was listening to you on Spotify, I maybe didn't pay that much attention to lyrics, so it was just beautiful melodies. And when I start reading the lyrics, it's actually very dark. Yeah, well, not very, but you know. So why we have to touch those topics in art? Why do you think it's important?
I think it's a way of healing, isn't it? It's for us, us at least. It's been music has had the dimension of healing, and to be able to somehow confront painful things that are really hard to confront in real life. Somehow, when it's embraced with music, it makes it somehow easier, and you don't actually have to use your mind for it. It's just something that evokes a lot of emotion, and you kind of get to just maybe cry or laugh with the music, and there's a part of you that you can let go through it. So for me, it's always been like that, and I hope with these songs, maybe that's something that can, well, help other people to tackle with their deep, dark, painful things in their lives.
And can you tell maybe a bit about Underwater? I meant to ask like about 1 or 2 or 3 songs. What does it mean? What is the backstory? So Underwater is kind of, when you read the text, it's like you go like in some darkness, you disappear in darkness. Why?
Yeah. Oh, well, that's a very personal song for me. Well, I want to say that it's kind of self-explanatory. It takes you into the darkness of the soul, of the mind, if you will. And that for us, each of us is different. So I don't really want to go deeper into that. But I think it's a canvas of hopefully other people as well to kind of protect their darknesses and the things that take them underwater, so to say, and to places that seem hopeless, but then again, hopefully with the music, it's not such a scary place to confront, hopefully.
I was trying to picture maybe not a person who would listen to your music, but person who would look like your music. What do you think the person would be, how it would look like? The person who made out of your narratives.
Oh, what would they look like? You mean? Oh, that's an interesting question.
Yeah.
Actually. Yeah, I've never thought about it that way. What would you say?
I feel like they can be like whoever.
Yeah.
Kind of. I've met people that when I really confront them, they are totally different than they look. So I have difficulty to imagine, because they can be someone opposite than I would describe. Because what they feel inside, you cannot know what the other person.
I want to somehow believe that we're all connected. Like we're all this one big entity of life that kind of we see as individual people and beings, but somehow there is the form, the energy, the current of life that kind of runs through us all. And I hope through music that connection can be reached and kind of tapped into somehow, and make us not seem so different to one another, but find the common factor that brings us together and reminds us that we all are stardust and come from the same magical, miraculous source of life that we are.
Yes.
Yeah, and I felt that the person who would be like embodying your music is someone who is quite has that old soul.
Yeah.
Has some wisdom,
Yeah.
not light-hearted, but kind of rooted in life and everything that life brings.
That's beautiful. Wow. Yeah.
Beautiful,
That
yeah.
sounds wonderful.
Thank you. I was curious about Interstellar Friends. It's like quite different from that moody ballads. And why? What does this song mean?
When we met, I think this friendship has been, to me, quite magical. Because I don't know, there is something very mystical connection of our, I don't know, souls and some kind of kindred spirits. And after I saw this film, Interstellar, it sort of clicked to my mind that it felt the same, that we can be like in different times and different places, but we are still like the same, in the same spot everywhere, even though we are not in the same spot.
Yeah,
Because our souls are together.
connected.
Yeah.
Half of your set list is covers, and how do you approach the choice of those covers? Why? Like, I checked the genre. Basically, it's like bluegrass, Americana, I don't know, Billie Eilish, grunge, EDM. So how come that you made it into your set list?
Well, we both love a different variety of music. We love all kinds of music. And I remember we made a list of songs that we really loved and then just started jamming them out. And the ones that felt right to us with the group that we are, the four of us, they were the ones that got picked. So it was really just down to what felt right.
Yes.
And so the songs kind of picked us, I'd say. Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, I've never really loved the idea of putting music in boxes and saying this music is this and that. To me, it's all like one big ocean of sounds and, you know, waves of vibration, music, themes and topics, and whatever resonates in your soul is kind of what you should steer towards somehow. So it's all like one big ocean of music for me. So yeah, little droplets of that ocean from different parts of it, I guess.
Music is a variety of feelings, and we chose like a variety of feelings also,
True.
deep feelings.
I have a question for Johanna Kurkela. So you have 3 bands. This one, Auri and Eyes of Melian. And I guess you compose for all of them, right?
Well, yeah, more with the Auri and Altamullan. I did a few lyrics for Eye of Million, but that is mainly Martijn.
So when you think of some idea, how do you choose which band it's going to?
Oh, that's a good question. I guess there's just this sort of intrinsic feeling that you get. The song kind of tells me. The songs, they start to feel that this is where they want to go. Yeah. So it's really hard to explain, like logically, but it's just how you feel about each song. That kind. And also we do like these sessions where I play you my demos, and then the ones Johanna really loves, to me that's like a sign. Oh, maybe this is for Altamullan Road, and then the ones that I play for Troy and Thomas for Auri, those are the songs that probably go there more easily, and yeah, just see how we feel.
Yeah.
I kind of felt, I recently heard a ballad called The Hanging Tree and thought that that would be something that Altamullan Road would like. You probably know it, right?
Actually, Hanging Tree from the Hunger Games. Yeah, we actually remember we had that in our set list.
Oh,
For the tour we were
Yes.
supposed to do in 2020.
Yes,
We had that in our
we
set
had
list.
it.
But it got excluded for this tour. So it's funny you should mention it
Yeah.
because it's a song that we really love.
Yes.
And yeah, why didn't we pick that one? Now you
There
made
were
us
so many
know.
choices.
True, but it's funny
Yeah.
you should mention it. It was definitely one on our list. And had
Yes,
the tour in 2020 happened, that would have been a song that you would have heard live. But who knows? Maybe
Perhaps in the next tour.
that's definitely a possibility. Yeah.
Yeah, because there is a new movie right now, and they use that song quite heavily there.
Yeah.
The main character plays it.
Yes.
She's kind of the one who composed it in the world of
Yeah.
Panem.
I love that version of that song too. Just watch the film and it's great. Yeah. I love the dark vibe it has. It's really beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah, and what about the future? Nowadays, the first album is done long time ago. What are your next plans?
Well, we have started working on our new album, and we take time to it because Johanna and me have different projects also, so we have to kind of find the right flow to everything.
Sure. Yeah.
But it's under process.
Absolutely. Yeah. I think we have like half of
Yeah.
the songs are there. Just need to write a few more and then put it all together. But yeah, hopefully soon in the coming years.
Yeah.
And this tour is like you're not gonna appear in concerts until you finish the next album.
Well, we actually do have a few more shows coming up this year, and during summer. I think we have
Few
like
festivals.
that we're gonna do. But after that, I'd say it's studio work again.
Yeah.
And see if we get. Hopefully, we'll get that album out soon, and we can tour with that as well. Yeah. That'd be nice.
When I was coming to Hyvinkää, and I was like not expecting much because, small bands, singer-songwriters, they don't really do like much of a production. So I was expecting basically like generic light and like you two with some guitars. And but I was blown out by the production you have. So can you tell a little bit more how you came to the idea to use this kind of approach in your shows? And like who are the people who are making the visual part of the show?
I'm really happy you asked this because, I mean, the people working with bands like the lighting and sound engineers rarely get their spotlight, which they heavily deserve. So I'm really happy to tell you that we have an awesome team touring with us. Tero Kinnunen is our sound wizard who makes divine sounds. And then Tommi Stolt is our lighting wizard, master, who's come up with this amazing world of visual landscape that he takes the audience to. It's just magical, and we regret the fact that we don't get to sit in the audience while we play the shows because it's so magical, the stuff that he can create with the lights. And it's something that really, I think, enhances the experience. I mean, the music and the stories and the setting is there, but when it's kind of amplified with the right kind of visuals, it's that much more impactful, I'd say.
Indeed, yeah, because those big lights, they make the stage much bigger and you kind of get drawn into it. And I do agree.
Yes.
It does feel like that.
Awesome. And we really wanted to create a show that would kind of make the person sitting in the audience forget time and space and just be transported into a different realm, into themselves, somewhere really deep, and just take them on a journey. And I hope that's something we managed to do. Yeah.
Yeah, and I just came up with this question. What captivated yourself? Like, what is maybe last thing that inspired your last book, last movie, something that like grasped on you recently?
Like the last thing that inspired music.
Yeah, or yourself just.
Well, there's just, I feel like every day there's something that I'm writing down in my notes that's been inspiring. Well, book-wise, I've been reading a series called Fable Haven, which is a wonderful fantasy series that actually Martijn and Robin from Iivanainen kind of pitched to me. It's something that I can definitely recommend, a great book series. And also, well, music-wise, the last thing that inspired me was when I was gassing up my car. The petrol station or some equipment out there just made this humming drone sound. And I started humming this melody on top of it that became the idea of the next song that I have in my...
Excellent.
Yeah, so it could come out anywhere. I mean, just staying open to whatever we encounter in life. I think all aspects of life inspire us to an extent, or could be, I mean, the spark of something. You just need to keep your eyes and ears and heart open for those magical moments too.
And what about you?
Well, I was just thinking that I often watch clouds and I see something and some phrases come out of that sky. And we watch a film called Naiad, a wonderful story of the 64-year-old extreme swimmer who did this amazing swimming, what is it?
Competition?
No, it wasn't.
He
compared
personal
just a
goal that
personal
she
goal
had,
that and dream she had a long time, and it was a wonderful message that never give up. And she did just a huge work for it, like amazing, like a...
She did the thing that seemed impossible.
Yes.
And that's somehow so inspiring.
Yes, but never give up.
Yeah, because life is uncertain, and it's like sometimes you have to go on without knowing if it will work out or not.
Yes,
Taking some risks.
You just have to take the leap of faith. Yeah.
Just go forward to that dream and don't give up.
Yeah.
Yeah, quite good. Maybe the last message to the watchers of this interview.
Wow. My heart feels like it's gonna explode. I'm just so grateful and happy for all the love that we've received from our wonderful fans and all the people that we've met during this tour, you included. It's been awesome talking to people and sharing the passion for music and kind of connecting on such a deep level in the embrace of music. It's really magical to me. So thank you all.
Thank you from the bottom of our hearts.
I hope to see you soon again.